I am tired. Okay, I see what they were saying about not seeing anyone. Okay. So, as you know, my name is Faith Abasah. Um, on most days, I go by Kama, which is my middle name. It is actually Ogechuku Kama, and I stuck with Kama. I know some people still see me and they say Karma. Uh, you don't need to call it. What goes around will definitely come around eventually. So you don't need to worry about that. I'm going to be taking us on something that is possibly the reason I have high blood pressure right now. Um, and it has to do with finance. So today I'm going to be talking to us about the business side of creativity, managing finances and paperwork for filmmakers. You know, when you have this idea that you're going to be big, you're going to make it, sometimes I act as a demotivator. It may not happen. It may not happen if you don't know one or two things. Who here has ever made money from filmmaking or content creation? Who here? Like money entered your account from filmmaking and content creation. That's good. And who here has worked on a project without a written agreement? Almost everybody. Who has made money from content or filmmaking and cannot tell us where the money went eventually? Okay. There's a difference between being a filmmaker, a content creator, and just a creative genius. There's something I was talking to Ibim about the other day, and I said, it is easy for you to say I'm a filmmaker. You're probably just a hustler. If you're not eating from the name filmmaking, you're probably not yet making film. We're still hustling. Why? Because there are a few things you need to know that we do not know. If you are making film, you should be making money. Because there is money inside. It's just how to find it, how to source it, how to apply it, how to use it, and then come out shining and say, I'm a filmmaker. I remember when we started writing for radio many years ago in Lagos, and would write and write and write and produce and send to radio stations, and it was on air, and I'll just walk around the place saying, oh, I'm a content creator. It wasn't even a thing then, so I would just say, I'm a radio producer, and I was earning basic salary and doing so much. But I was building capacity, which is something a lot of people aren't doing now. So we just jump into the space, and I'd heard a couple of people talk today. We just jump into the space. We don't know what that space is about. We don't learn. We don't study. We don't read to know where we're going to. We just like the name, the act, the title that comes with it. There's work to be done. It's not enough to be creative. You need to apply some little things here and there to make your creativity feed you and be successful. So I want it to be more back and forth today. I don't want to just talk. Kyo was talking to me, I think, a few days ago, and he said, don't come and just talk. Interact with people. Let's make it very interactive. If I give you ₦1,000,000 now as a content creator or a filmmaker, what's the first thing you're going to spend your money on? What's the first thing you're going to spend your money on? You speak loud. Speak. Gadget. Okay. Is everybody in agreement with that? Is everybody in agreement with buying gadget first? What else? Let's talk. We're at a workshop. What would you spend your money on first, if not gadgets? You spend your money on a writer. Okay. Who else? I didn't hear that. Sorry. Training. Okay. So you have an idea and you come to me and I give you ₦1,000,000 and say, this is ₦1,000,000. Really? We'll go and buy camera first. We'll go and buy lights first. The first thing you're going to do with that money is to leave it in your account and sit down and start planning. Pre-production, production, post-production, marketing. Because you are going to bring the money back, Abi. It's not dash. So pre-production basically is, what am I going to do with this money? How much of it is going to go to words? How much of it am I going to use to pay this person? Who am I paying? What am I shooting? What am I doing? This is my idea. But I'm in pre-production. In pre-production, you're spending basically 10 to 15% of your money. It has to go there. So you're sitting down, you've taken 10 to 15% of your money, you still have 85%. While you are there, you're planning, who am I going to use? Do I need a writer? Yes. Do I need a location? Yes. I need to do Reiki. I need to go see the location. I need to talk to people. I need to get people to collaborate with me because I cannot do everything myself. Pre-production. Transport money, small money here and there is going. Your money is reducing. You are getting scared. You have 85% left of that money. What next? Am I going to buy a camera? Of course not. I'm going to rent because I have to rent. Am I going to get lights? Of course not. I have to rent because if you buy all those cameras and all those things, the good thing about it is that you become a rental service for a while to make the money back to shoot that program. So you choose what you are going to do. If you decide, oh, I want to pack all my money to go and buy equipment, it's not bad. You just become a rental service for a few years to make the money and shoot that idea, which may have been shot anyways before you come back because ideas are just flowing everywhere. So the first thing is pre-production. And once all that is done, we go to production. You have your cast, you have your crew, you have everybody, you have welfare. There's so many film sets that I've been to in Port Harcourt here. We're not naming names. They're not finished. They started, but they didn't finish. And it is because some of us have the idea of you only live once, right? I don't know if that's the right term for this thing, but where people just say, as we go cross the, when we get to the bridge, we will cross it. People have the idea, as we go, make we just go. You know, and at the end of the day, you get stuck. Set is packed up. People have stressed themselves. Actors have come. There was no food. Some people were not paid their dues. Contracts were not written. These things could have been taken care of in pre-production. These things didn't happen. And you say, oh yeah, everybody, oh yeah, carry camera, carry lights, maybe we'll go. You've landed. People are walking. They are looking around. When are we having lunch? Now, so now they chop on a house. And you want them to keep working. At a point, people are down in tools. These things are avoidable. We're not saying you're going to have 10 million naira to shoot a program. If you do pre-production well, you would have people that agree to work with you on the terms you present them. There will be no ambiguity. This is what we can offer. We can offer a meal a day. Set starts at this time, it ends at this time. You keep your part, they would keep their part if there's a contract to that effect. So it makes for post-production easy. In post-production, you're spending almost 50% of your money. Of that 100%, let's say that 100,000 you first collected, you are spending 50% of that money. Of $1 million, 50% is gone. You want to be able to plan from the people who gave you. You know, we don't have film villages. We don't have content villages. So you're going to ask people. You're not going to wake up in the morning and gather people and say, let's go. And get to a place, and the person that owns the location, the house, or the property tells you to go. If you don't plan well, you will tell somebody, I need your house for 2 days, and you'll be there for 4 days. And on the 4th day, they'll be kicking you out, and your film isn't done, and you've wasted 3 days. You cannot change location. You cannot start again. Your money is gone. And it does happen. If you don't keep your parts well, play your parts well, it will keep going back to pre-production. Because pre-production is the basis of everything we're doing. Planning. I hate when people say stuff like, it's production, so it's always going to be messy. There are people who thrive on chaos. So they just say stuff like, you know, it can be chaotic. Now, so it happen. You never go to Lagos before? Yeah. Have you not gone to Lagos before? Do you stay in traffic in Port Harcourt for 6 hours? They are thriving in chaos already. But you can't be here, where you could go from point A to point B in 5-10 minutes, and then you are on sets, and then you do not plan on how to go from that point A to that point B. We're not looking for bolt. We're not asking people, can we get your car? All these things taken care of before that day. We're not saying things wouldn't go wrong. Rain will fall. But even I now know that some days on Saturday, somebody is throwing a party and the person said the party is outside. I will be checking weather forecast. Do I want to go? Do I know if it's going to rain? Even if I can do that for my personal space, my personal enjoyment, do I want to go out when I know it may rain? How much more who's planning a shoot in raining season? God go do, I mean, no go rain. When somebody's on the other side, say, God go do, rain go fall. You know, when I tell people this is not what God is doing in heaven. It's not just sitting down there, say, okay, because of you, rain no go fall today. Because of you, rain go fall. That's not what God is doing. So in your planning, take every single detail as important. I remember we had a film shoot some years ago, and we're supposed to use one of the salons in GRA for a shoot. And I was on location. We had that shoot first thing tomorrow morning. And I said to somebody, have you contacted the people? They're not open on Sunday mornings, but they know we're coming. We've sent a letter. So just to remind them that we're coming. So I turned to the producer and I said, hey, I hope they are expecting us while on set. And she said, oh, let me ask the production assistant if they followed up. And I'm shooting, I'm directing, and I'm thinking, nobody has gotten back to me with that information for like an hour. What's happening? We can't reach them. So I say, okay, what do we do? Somebody should start going there now. We need to log that. Leave sets, go. PM, where are you? Take off, go and find out why they're not taking our calls. They are still open now. We won't get them in the morning. And they went there. And they said, after we sent them the last letter, they said we should notify them 48 hours before, and we hadn't done that. So they had set up electrical works for the morning. We're not going to be able to shoot. And that's the kind of thing I hate. That's the kind of thing any normal person hates. And I lost it. I'm like, what do we do? How do we replace? And we had to find another salon that night that was willing to get us in the morning. These people were giving us for free. That was extra costs on production because the other person realized it was emergency. We needed to shoot that morning. The production timeline would be messed up if that didn't happen. And she just charged us. You have to buy diesel. You have to pay my staff that's coming out in the morning. These things weren't taken into consideration. Of course, we would have contingency plan. We'll talk about that. After production, post-production, you want to see a plan through. Some people have asked, where's your film? Where's the thing we shot? Where's the thing? Money no day to continue that part, so we've dropped it. What was the plan? Planning is the problem most of us creatives have because all of us suffer from ADHD in some way. And because we're so excited when we get an idea, we want to see it through, we want to drive it quickly, we want to be fast with it, and then we fail to take all the steps that we require to go forward. Post-production is as important as pre-production as production because there is no film, there is no content if we are not producing it. So if I say I'm a filmmaker or I'm a producer, and I say, okay, show me what you produce. It cannot be in your mind. It cannot be in your hard drive. We have to be able to see it somewhere, source for it and find it. And that is the reason for this workshop. That is also important. I shoot one film, I don't know. I'm an actor. They say, okay, that's good. How many movies? I'm about 6 films. Where is it? People never bring them out. You're working with mad people. They never bring them out. How many years ago? A long time ago, things would happen. But if we're stuck on planning as it should be, and I keep saying it, even to my team, I say all the time, let us plan. I don't take a step that isn't planned. Let us plan. If it's not clear, we're not starting. If it's not fair, it's not fair. It is, we have to have a plan. I have to see that plan. You have to see a plan. There's no plan like somebody gave me money and I'm going to become a content creator. So one of the first things is let me go buy light and camera. There's so many people in your compound that have camera that you can start with. There's so many people that you know that have light. Your friend says is a content creator. She has light, she has camera that you can be using first. I have to buy my own. These are things that would help you if you know that If I have good people around you, let's go back there. Oh. Have good people around you that can share with you while you're starting out. After post-production, we now move to marketing. How do we make money? How do we access funding? There's so many people that we can get money from. There are grants that are given every other day on the internet that we can apply for if we could just write well. And nobody can write well if they don't read. That's the truth. And thank God that I find myself these days writing like an article or something. And when I'm writing, I say, what am I stressing myself? Should be everybody's in ChatGPT. I think about it. I'm like, let me join them. But sometimes I've written everything. Then I remember I could have made it easier on myself. So then when I see people who cannot write at all, not still writing at all, with things that have already been given to you freely, then I'm wondering why. Write to access funds. Ask people. Everything is not my wicked uncle refused to give me and he get money. It's not my wicked. Everybody's dealing with their own stuff. This is school fees week now. I've written on my status. Anybody will call me. We are fighting. I will just see. Maybe you hate me. But that is it. And this is the time you may need something. So you have one rich auntie, one rich uncle that looks good, dresses well. They're taking care of their own things. And you feel like they owe you. But there are funds that are out there for us, for filmmakers, that we can access all over the internet if we just tried. Some people will say, I've tried. I wrote to like 2 places. They don't even give me. They give people who they know. There are people who have written to 25. And they're still writing. They're still trying to get this funding. And this funding, there's no Imam Madu inside. It's not who know you. If you are projecting what is good enough, if I asked you now, somebody here, for instance, Coca-Cola is coming. They want a 3-minute skit or a 10 minutes drama. What would you sell to them that will make them give you the money? Anybody? Sell it. It's free idea. You can drop it in the room. I may use it. Anybody? Coca-Cola, as easy as that is. It's not beer. It's not anything. Clean brand. Anybody have an idea of something you could sell? Nobody can sell anything to Coca-Cola. From the top of your head, you have it. You have contents right now. Which one do you think would you tailor to them? So it's not about I put out a content, it's online, I need to wait for 50 million views and people would consume it and then I'll wait, the money will start trickling in. If somebody offered you this, there's a deal, take it, I have a contact here, go and sell stuff to them. Are you ready? Are you the one who's ready? Isaiah? Are you ready? That's what it should be. When you write, that's what you're thinking about. When you're building content, you're thinking, who's my target? Who's going to be most affected? If I want money, who would answer me based on what I'm writing? Because every idea is good, but how many of them are we going to sell? So we can all have ideas, which is marketable, which is not. Let's just sieve it. All this idea fine, sure, but we need to make money. So which one will give us the money? Then have honest people around you. Be honest yourself too, because that's the only way you find honest people. Have honest people around you that can say, funny. Because there are some things I see online, I'll be saying, should I tell this person? Like, is it that they don't have friends? Is it that they don't have neighbors? What's going on? Like, is it that they made their friends laugh and the friends say you go make them go online? Is he a wicked friend? I ask myself these questions. Have honest people around you that can tell you, we can do this, we can do that. Like Isaiah said, you can have mentors. Some people don't have any, all these people they see online, their head not correct. I know you don't know them. You disparage everybody, everything. And then you don't have anyone. You are the biggest person in your circle, but you need money. And nobody in your circle can give you money. You are the biggest person in that group. You can't grow beyond the people you surround yourself with. You won't. Funding is very critical to everything we're doing. And when I talk about it, some people say, you're always talking BB things. I'm like, yeah, I have to talk BB things because they are there, this small phone. From using computer in cyber cafe to finding things online, to having a tool right in your hands, to be able to just dial it up in seconds. You have materials, you have places to go to look for funding, to fund yourself. And before I tell you that everything is not about funding, most of this funding we're talking about comes in form of collaboration. So it's not everything that is money, money, money. There are people who work with you because you've worked for them. It takes me back to my favorite topic of all. Who have you served with? Who did you serve so that they can serve you with their own service back? Because it's not, oh, they, people cry a lot. I went there, they didn't give me my due. Where did you sow so that you can reap back? So if you have worked with a few people, you could call back and say, I want to do this. I don't have 10 million because that's what's required. I have so and so amount. Can I get this person? Can I get that person? That is funding in itself. It's not just liquid cash, but it checks off things on your list. More things than you would have paid for, that you may not be able to pay for. It will set you on the right path. It's a conversation I say in Port Harcourt that we don't have enough of. It's collaboration. We are filmmakers in this room. Somebody can tell a story. Some people can act. Small money, welfare here and there. A small movie is put out, like the short film we started with. How many casts? I think it was 4. And it was very captivating. Nice story, small cast, small production. Money is gone. And then we have it. I had 20 minutes and I put the clock on. That's what I've been looking at. Contingency. Don't finish the money and then there is no money left anywhere in the corner, because anything can come up. For contingency, I would say keep money and keep people. Don't burn bridges. After this one, you would need people along the line. People will talk about how you treated them to other people. Keep money, keep people, keep your relationships open, so that what money cannot solve, people can solve. It's my best contingency is people. It's not money. It's always access to that room back, access to come back to say, I'm stuck, who can help? If you don't have that, you really do not really have anything. You will be spending money where you're not supposed to spend money. You will call people to help. They will say, we know I'm not. Bill 'em for something they would have otherwise done for free. If you manage people properly. And okay, I wrote a few things down. I wanted to talk funding sources, just for people who don't know where to get funding from. We have small grants. For film, recently Sundance has been doing, it's pre-expo just because you don't want to Google it. Sundance has been doing stuff for filmmakers. Ford Foundation has been doing stuff for filmmakers. Gote is in Lagos. I don't know what they've done recently, but they used to in the past do funding for filmmakers. You could also do crowdfunding. If your story is good and you can get people to buy into it, you could do GoFundMe and stuff for a movie. I've seen it online. I don't know if it's only Igbo people it works for. Well, I don't know. That also works. Partnerships. I always emphasize on partnerships. Talk to people, walk up to people, be bold. Be bold for the right reason. Not just be bold for being bold. Be bold for the right reason. Approach people in this room, outside this room. Your ideas. Filmmakers like to connect. It's just that half the time people don't come off the way they should. The right information, the right strategy. I don't see you before now. I know you now. I was shooting last 2 Sundays on Odili Road, and somebody walked up to me and the person just stood behind me and just said, "Kama." And then I turned, I didn't recognize the person. And then the person said, "I want to see you." Like, I'm directing. I'm standing here. You are seeing that I'm directing. And I just looked at the person. I said, if I answer the way I want to answer now, maybe I will forget what I want to direct now. So I just let this and I continue. And the person just walked over and said, "No, be camera. I know camera now. I know. It's like, why? Why? I'm happy now since I crossed 40 years. I've been announcing it that I've crossed 40. I'm not a child. I've been announcing it. Approach people well so that you can sustain and maintain relationships. Approach people well. Learn how to approach people. It's, before I used to say it's a Port Harcourt thing, but recently, because I've been working in Lagos again, I realized it's a young people thing. It's not a Port Harcourt people. And you know how I just casually made reference to young people just to announce again that I'm over 40. Thank you so much, everybody. Does anybody have a question? Thank you so much. I've done 18 minutes. I monitored it. Does anybody have a question? The first question is here.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma. Thank you very much for the session. So my name is Wobo Gospel. I'm a creator. And so my question is about post-production, in particular marketing. So let's say, because I know there are some content creators here, particularly for YouTube, let's say those persons who their contents are hosted on YouTube and they need traffic on how to blow up maybe more views and others. So I don't know if you could share some tips or some efforts most production they take that do so well on YouTube to help to improve views.
All right. So advertisement is what works for YouTube. But more than advertisement is if your content is good. Nigerians just love good content. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to overwork it. One person will just watch it, tell another person, and it just starts to blow, really. You could also advertise a very bad product, and it will go nowhere. No matter how much you throw at it, people will just come and check the first 2 minutes and say, Chukubiko, and walk away. So if you try to do something good, the first set of people, they don't really owe you, but my own friends, they owe me because I used to carry their matter on my head. So I will announce, I've done this, all of you go and watch, go and share. If I wake up Monday, I say, hello, Leti, it's not on your status yet. So my own people will share, and then more people will see. You need your own network of people to make it go out there. If you don't have the money to do a lot of adverts. But if your product is good, it will blow. It will blow. There's this young content creator I like now. He's my favorite right now. I always change them. Aquaman or Aquacross. He does an Afan content. I enjoy him. I was following him and he had I don't know how many followers. Very little. And then the other day I looked at his page. I'm like, everybody now knows him. What's going on? And I'm enjoying him. I'm enjoying his content. So he did not come anywhere to look for me. I just saw it, watched one, liked it, went on his page. I followed him jejely. I've been enjoying myself there. So it's your content that would sell you. Is there anybody else? All right. Right here.
Good afternoon. My name is Esther C. I'm an actor. So while you were speaking, I noticed you emphasized a lot for filmmakers.
Yeah.
I want you to speak for actors.
That's my topic.
Okay. Do you have anything you'd like to say for us? There are so many actors in the room.
Okay. I don't know where to take this from, but yeah, because I work a lot with actors, I'm going to just say something easy. Hone your craft. Learn to speak, learn to read. I don't know, you can't go wrong with reading and really watching movies in this space. You can never go wrong with reading. And then reading things that apply to you, things that are applicable to the journey you want to be on. There's so many resource materials online for you to read. There's so many things for you to watch that doesn't require an arm and a leg to do. But more importantly, what I find these days is I'd like to say people should, bring themselves forward to learning so that you can grow. Because you can't say I'm an actor and you are not working. You have to be working. So it may seem tasking. I'm going to talk from both sides. I'm a filmmaker. I'm not an actor. But I know that there's something about, I heard the earlier speaker say, and that's no disrespect to him, somewhere in the audience, he said, if they make sure they pay you. If they don't pay you, if they don't pay you, you don't work, you are not an actor. You need to be an actor. So you would ask for something, maybe something that takes you home, brings you back, because you need your CV to grow. You're not going to be obstinate and say, I'm just an actor, and if nobody pays me, I'm not going to work. Then you may not work, because all of us have started from somewhere to grow. So if you just come on the scene and say, after they paid Nancy Sime 10 million, they should pay me this one, I'm such a great actress. We're never going to know if you're a great actress, because most people wouldn't cast you till you've sown. Then you can reap. Thank you. Does that answer you? All right. I was going to do a chant before I go, so we have to do that chant with me. I wrote it here. No budget, no project. No contract, no work. No receipt, no story. Thank you all very much.